Hi there. These comments are for NC. I am Michael from OTC, OnlineTOEFLCourse.com. And guess what? Day 8 of the coronavirus is much better than day 7. I'm definitely feeling a lot better today. Yesterday I slept 4 hours during the day. I went to bed and slept 10 hours at night. So I feel like I'm doing a lot better today. So I'm getting ready to listen to your independent speaking practice test. I know that you have a TOEFL coming up here and you want the confidence that you can get 26 or higher, and I feel it. I feel like you're in that area. You should be able to score between 28 and 30 on the speaking section of the TOEFL exam. All right, let's listen to your most recent practice test you sent me
If I
yesterday.
receive a huge amount of money, I would definitely donate it to a hospital. First of all, some people opt not to go to a hospital because they can't afford to pay for the hospital bills. So they end up
So I think the question is, you received a large sum of money. Where would you rather donate it to, a hospital or a school? I think you had a choice there.
suffering from their illnesses. For example, my aunt died from a heart disease because she didn't have the money to pay for the surgery. If she had the money, then she could have lived longer. Second of all, schools don't need the money because they are already supported by the government. For instance, the mayor in the town implemented a law that all state universities should offer free tuitions to everyone. As a result, everybody now have the chance to go to college, especially the underprivileged people. Therefore, if I receive a huge amount of money, then I would definitely donate it to a hospital for these two reasons. If I
Okay?
receive a huge
Okay.
amount of
So I think you had maybe a couple of language use problems, maybe some minor delivery issues. However, I still feel you are at least 3.5 to 4. I'm going to say minimum 26 points on it. Let me listen to it one more time and see if I can uncover any possible problems with your response.
money, I would definitely donate it to a hospital. If I receive a huge amount of money, I would definitely
Now you say, if I receive, I would. No, if I receive, I will. So you want to use, excuse me, you want to use present tense and then future, or past tense and then would. So that's your first language use issue. Now, to learn more about this, if you go to Google, type in the keywords real, unreal conditions in English grammar, and you can learn more about how to control your verb tenses here.
donate it to a hospital. First of all, some people opt not to go to a hospital because they can't afford to pay for the hospital bills. So
Okay?
they end up suffering from their illnesses. For example, my aunt died from a heart disease because she didn't have the money to pay for the surgery.
Okay?
If she had the money, then she could have lived longer.
Now, if she had had the money, again, this is your second problem here. So, again, you're talking about a past impossible condition. In order to convey that type of implied past reality, you have to use the past tense, past perfect verb tense there. So, if she had had the money, she would have blah, blah, blah.
Second of all, schools don't need the money because they are already supported by the government. For instance, the mayor in the town implemented a law that all state universities should offer free tuitions to everyone. As a result,
I would just say free tuition, not tuitions. So a lot of times you can use tuition. I don't know. You look at it as a count noun or a collective noun. Anybody who's watching the video here, how do you guys look at tuition? So I would say free tuition, right? Not free tuitions. But how do you look at that noun? Is it a collective noun or is it an uncount noun?
everybody now have the chance to go to college, especially the underprivileged,
So everybody now,
free tuitions to everyone. As a result, everybody now have the chance to go to
everybody now has the chance, right? So indefinite pronouns need singular verbs.
college, especially the underprivileged people. Therefore, If I receive a huge amount of money, then I would definitely donate it to a hospital for
Yeah, if I received, I would
these
donate.
two reasons. If I receive
Okay, so yeah, this is a tough one. Yeah, I think on this one you had some problems with your verb tenses. The most noticeably of which occur when you're trying to talk about either present or past and possible conditions. You weren't quite sure how to use your verb tenses in that case. So that's a language use issue. But they're minor because they don't really interfere with you being able to communicate your ideas. So it's still easy to understand what you're saying. I think maybe you had that one problem with tuition instead of tuitions, and maybe just some minor pacing issues. So I'm going to put you at 26. I'm going to say you're right around 3.5. I don't think you're closer to 4 on this one. I'm going to say 26 points approximately based on those problems that I pointed out during your response. But overall, you have a high degree of intelligibility, you have excellent control over your language use, and you had good topic development along with specific supporting details to help illustrate your arguments. So it's a good response, but probably not a perfect scoring response.